Hi, welcome friends. Today we are going to talk about a very interesting topic as we had promised before. Uh, Today with us we have a great master who has been handling uh, the knowledge by his ancestors also. It's not like it has just started. Ancestral knowledge is what we are going to uh, understand and realize it. So we will be today's topic is Kundalini, and we have a wonderful guest with us who has been handling not only spiritual activities. He is a psychologist, and he has traveled through different aspects of spirituality, and he knows how to blend all together and take it forward. So please welcome Sridharanji. Sridharanji.
Namaste. Hi.
Yeah. So, let me start with an Indian story. This happened very long back, and most of you people will be knowing. It's just once upon a time. Almost all stories start like this only. So, once upon a time, in India, uh, snake catcher, we call, like, his livelihood was depended upon snakes. He was roaming here and there catching snakes for taking out poison, and all this were used by other people, and he was selling it to them. So what happened that this time uh, his vendors, mm, uh, they wanted him to get Nagamani. So he went in search for Nagamani, and he was in Marudamalai. So while searching, he met a saint, and the saint was just laughing when he saw this guy. So he asked that you seem to be very austere saint, and you have been keep on laughing, or you are in a very pleasant mood and all. So the saint asked him, like, what you're searching in this jungle. So he replied to the saint that he was looking for Nagamani. So again, saint kept on laughing and said that you're searching for the precious Nagamani, but the real snake is within you. And if you charm this snake and take it under your control, this will bring you the wealth, not only wealth, all the beautiful things around you. It can completely transform your world. And this person who was searching for the Nagamani was none other than Pambati Siddhar. So, and this snake is Kundalini. So let's listen from the master what he has to say regarding the Kundalini and how it can, what is the awakening, and what all things are related to it, surrounding it. Yeah, please.
Namaste. I'm very happy to see and talk about Kundalini in front of loving people like you. Uh, I'm giving my regards, my thanks to give this opportunity to talk about Paramatma or Devi or Kundalini. Kundalini, uh, Kundalini refers different aspects or different time, different people in different areas. In the old time, in the in caves, they marked the symptoms of Kundalini. In the Egyptian language, in pyramid, you can see two things. in their language of that pictures. You go search on Google. That is the main repeating pictures are birds and snakes. In my point of view, I think this is the birds are indicating the freedom, ultimate freedom of enlightenment, and the snakes are Kundalini. You can see the medical emblem, Cadillac symbol of medical emblem. Ida Pingala and Sushan and the enlightenment, the birds, wings of the birds on the top. This is the secret of health also, life also, everything. So, from the old scriptures mentioning the is Kundalini directly and indirectly. You can see in Bhagavata the stories of Garuda and the Nagas. The same birds and snakes are coming there. Is attacking each other, and the Garuda is Garuda is the vehicle of Mahavishnu. Actually, Kundalini is the life energy. You can see the Sigmund Freud said this is pleasure point or libido in some other ways. Everything is, according to him, everything is sex. This is sexual energy. The life is going, main life, working force of life is sex, he said. The same thing said in Tantra in from very old time, in the form this Kundalini, this Kamagala. Devi is perverted as Kamagala. The holy one is 64 Kamagalas. You can see in Spandagariga or Kamagala Vilasam. The Kama, sex. But so many psychologists are not accepting Sigmund Freud in the same this case. This he said this truth. Because of that, so many modern psychologists are not accepting him. But everybody is using the techniques of Sigmund Freud, defense mechanism, everything. But now, even now, Sigmund Freud is the base of modern psychology. You know, but they are not accepting his the statements of about this Kamagala. It's contradictory. They are treating also with the same concept. Okay, leave it. What I'm intended to say, this anybody can experience this if you go from an attitude without prejudice. This is existing or not. Both are prejudice. This is not existing. This is existing. Both are prejudice. We have to go from an empty place or neutral or an pure observing attitude. At a time, the observation and prejudice may not work at a time simultaneously. Either you can be prejudiced and search, or you can observe. The science is observation without prejudice. If anybody can go without prejudice to their inside from a scientific attitude, even atheist, they can experience Kundalini 100%. Because it is life force, sexual force, everything. The most of the case, the problem is people are spiritually over spiritualizing the Kundalini and giving so many colors and imaginary things and hallucinations and so many misinterpretations are coming.
Lot of fancies are put into picture, right?
Yeah, yeah. So that's why people are imagining and creating some way of Kundalini. I will go like this and I will attain this Kundalini. They are giving the colors of the chakras and it is rotating the dalas and the petals and this kind of so many hallucinations, so many imaginations are located about this one. That's why the experience is not, the experience always will be in future in their mind. I will achieve this one day. That's why it will continue as future. But only through present we can experience Kundalini. If
Okay,
the Kundalini make as a goal, it will never achieve. Because the goals always will be in future.
Yeah. True. So let me interview. Like in our perspective, like we have read lot of in internet, then Woodruff's book, even Robert Savoia. Everywhere we have seen like what is like they have mentioned it, and lot of people, even Gopichand also is a great person to be named for this. A lot of people have tried out this, and at last, and there are very few people who has attained it. So like for a common man, because they don't understand like what it is and how it can be implemented in their life. A lot of people, they think that it is only for saints, like not for the common people, and all those things. Like so what do you suggest, like how it should be followed first, how it should be understood first?
So this is not a matter of understanding. I think this is a matter of observation. Where your observation goes, the energy follows. Where your concentration moves, energy follows. So if your observation or concentration is located in mind, or if you're looking through the mind, never ever we cannot feel the energy, but any energy. When the mind will stop, then only you can understand your energy. Example, if you go to psychology, if you go to deeper and deeper, we have to stop our thought process. Then only we can understand what is the reason of my feelings, my anger, my stress. But if you're thinking so much, too much, you cannot experience the energy. Means, if a person is sitting in front of you, he is talking about something, some joint venture or something.
Okay.
How you can understand that person is a cheater or not? If you think about that, or from mind, if you look that, you cannot understand. But if you look without prejudice, just naked eyes, if you look him, his body language will say you, this person is emitting negative energy. Same like animals. We discussed that before.
Before also, yeah, before
animals.
also we spoke.
So, Kundalini is basically energy. Our life energy, sexual energy, nothing more than that. But Kundalini is normally going through the sex organ to outside normally. Swadhisthana chakra to outside. There is many opening. If it is coming to Swadhisthana, it is coming to Manipura, there is also an opening. It will go through there. But if you are in Shiva Bora, awareness, no mind is there, then it will go upward and come to heart. If there is also a hole to go to outside that world, there is a different world with different frequencies. But who can stay calm and let follow let allow to go its own way, it will come to Sahasra. So actually this the ancient time, this the viruses, the virus was something like Bhood or ghost. We cannot see.
Preta.
But now the modern technology is showing it is a virus. But the result is same. People are dying. What I am saying, same way I went to mark this through the EEG scanner in Medical College Alapi. When my rising time of Kundalini, I meditated and checked with the sensors.
Okay.
But they are showing the high beta. High beta means happiness is coming, electricity is coming full of head. It is showing high beta means this is a mental patient. Then I simply stopped. I returned back. So I tried to just show the people what is happening. If I have any chance to open. So I don't know when it will come to a machine, same like virus. I don't know. But actually, it is an electrical energy. It is something like that. Electric shock like that. Something.
Sir, let me interfere one thing. Like, see what happens. Most of times, some people without doing the practices, the Kundalini gets awakened, and they are taken to like doctors and all, and sometimes they are not able to. Mostly, they are not able to recognize. Yeah. And these people are termed as either eccentric or some abnormal cases. They are termed.
Correct,
but when these people reach,
many cases.
When these people reach people like you are able to judge and understand what is the actual symptom and what is happening. Yeah, and
definitely.
Yeah, and a lot of people are unaware of these things, and I also really feel pity, like when these cases are seen. Like people should know, like and they are not ready to believe also. Such a force exists in our body, and it can it can rise at any moment of your life, right?
Yeah, actually, in many cases, example, bipolar disorder, example, one clinical case, they cannot sleep even night. The energy is very high, elevated energy. He cannot be calm and sleep. So it is some kind of this wrong activation of Kundalini actually, but we cannot say, they will say it is a blind belief. It's a part of that one. But actually, if we can learn in a scientific attitude, we can find out many solutions for these kind of issues actually. It's needed support. Example, many cases I cleared in this way because normally if you have the mind located in Swadhisthana chakra, if you have the mind is active, definitely Kundalini cannot move through the Sushumna, Vajra Nadi, Chitrani Nadi. It will not go through the Sushumna. It will definitely go through the Ida and Pingala, parasympathetic sympathetic system.
Yeah.
It will go through the Ida and Pingala and come to Ajna to outside. If you have a mind, thought process. When you can stop the thought process, then only the Kundalini, the central path will open, it will go through the Sushumna. We cannot rise Kundalini through the Sushumna, main point, because if you have, my personality, my mind, I cannot rise Kundalini through the Sushumna. When I will melt, when I am empty, my mind is stopped, mind became stopped. Naturally, Kundalini will flow through the Sushumna. No need to rise up or something. If you try to rise up, you are doing, your ego is doing. then it will rise through the Kundalini, through the Ida and Pingala. So the healthy life, the perfect life, or the completeness of a human being is happening only through the Sushumna part of rising. So that's why it is that much of confusing people, spiritual, especially spiritual people, because what is the real behind the reality behind this one? It's people saying lots of myths and lots of stories and imaginations. People are trapped in that. Some people are very strong believers. They cannot experience this one. Somebody is totally atheist. They cannot experience this one. Who can go through the center path? Then only this can be experienced. What I'm saying, this wrong awakening, if anybody can do some mantras or the some kind of breathing exercise like Kapalbhati, and definitely it will rise. This is not a question. If you do seriously, it will rise. The problem is, when it will rise, people will get mad. Their mind is there. No niyamas are applying in the first step of yoga. That's why they will be frightened and they will stop. Somebody will go, continue this one, they will get mad. In PTSD or generation anxiety disorder, bipolar disorder, dissociative identity disorder, these kind of issues will come definitely. So it is very important, a practical guidance in Kundalini, because mind have lots of suppressed emotions are there in subconscious mind. Freud said this is like an iceberg. The tip is our conscious mind, but the rest of the thing, subconscious, the suppressed emotions and the faced traumas, everything is there, is located in there. When the Kundalini will rise, it will definitely coming through the down portion and rising up the traumas. This is the conscious mind. This is subconscious mind. Behind that, Kundalini is there. In Kundalini rising, definitely first it started to coming out. Then, if somebody can be witness in that feelings and the suppressed emotions, everything will go out, flush out, and the Kundalini will come, join with Shiva. That is witnessing. Sri Buddha always, Siddhartha Gautama Buddha said about this witnessing. Zen also saying same like this witnessing. Zen always saying this witnessing because of this one.
Yeah. Okay, sir. Let me once again interfere in between. Like, I have seen quite a lot of yoga centers and a lot of corporate organizations are there. They teach all this basic pranayam, Bastrika, meditation, and they go in a module basis. And some of the people, what they do, they follow up this. They don't go for a higher classes and all. And in between, obviously, as you said, like when they do these practices, definitely there is an upsurge of the energy, Shakti arises. So people get lost. Like sometimes they themselves don't know that their Kundalini has risen, and they go in a mad or some situations. Like, and there are, even I know some institution.
Not only the mental issues, their career will be collapsed, accidents. True. So many, because mind will be distracted. That's why they attracting the negative energy. Because they don't know the customers are going one day. What happening? They don't know, because they are emitting negative energy. Customers are not interested on from a particular day. From there, the company will go to down. So these kind of so many issues may come. The people will stop all meditation, because actually, you see, if you do the normal pranayama, it is good. But when it will come to more repeating or number of counts if you do seriously. If you go seriously, yoga is difficult to handle because the Kundalini will confuse you. That is the main problem actually. If you have desire, you are working for that without any meditation or something. Definitely you are fully involved in that. There is no confusion to Kundalini. I need money or I need this position or this one. Same like a Maslow pyramid hierarchy, it will go step by step. So, but when you start to meditate, one portion will pull you to inside and moksha, leave everything and go to samadhi. Then the Kundalini will confuse. Where, through which path I have to go. Through Ida and Pingala for manifestation, success, money, or either go through the Ida and Pingala or go through the Sushumna to attain enlightenment. If the person hearing so many spiritual classes, the Swamis are saying it is very big Ananda, Parabrahma. So he is not experiencing actually. He read from books and some kind of blissful stage may come through the Ida and Pingala manifestation, but it is not samadhi. But people are misunderstanding that is samadhi, that is a bliss, oh, that is a healing, it is good, it's a nice experience. Then what is happening? And they are starting to talk. Then what will happen? He is talking double. Double level of happiness and there's something. Everybody is suffering, you know, money and many problems. Looking this, oh, this much of happiness is there, then what I have to do? You have to do, remove all things and go to, you have to be sattvic and more sattvic and sattvic. You have to do tyagam, means sacrificing. You have to sacrifice everything. But his Sankhya is not like that. His Sankhya Yoga is different. Sattva Tamas in the Mahatattva Purusha. On the Sankhya Yoga is different of that personality. Actually, he is interested to achieve success, money, wealth, women, everything.
All material world.
Yeah, but if when he hearing this one, already he have a desire to achieve enlightenment also. That is the basic root aim of the all Jivatma. So it will stimulate. But it is not connecting and it is not guiding properly. But all the time in India there was Gurukula system. You are living in the family of a guru. Always you are staying along with him. He can advise, oh, this is wrong, this is right, this is mind, this is awareness. The main problem, the awareness start to play in the role of mind. Sorry, the mind will start the play of act of in the way of awareness. The mind will say, I am awareness. I am saying you have to do this. You have to do this. Example in Zen Buddhism, if you start to do Vipassana, the master will say, in Zen monastery, you have to do, stop your mind, thought process. Okay, you are starting to do that Zen meditation with that mudra and keep in the navel places, and you sit straight and start to Vipassana, looking the breath and concentrating. The breath is not coming. Okay, first slowly, thought process are not coming. You are ensuring slowly. The thought process will empty, because master said your thought process you have to stop. Thought process full, totally empty now. Okay. But nothing is not happening. My thought process is totally empty. That is a thought process.
That itself is a thought.
Thought. Always the mind is that much of crooked. Mind will come. What meditation system is using? Even Sri Vidya, whatever it is,